Hello, in this video what we're going to focus on is how to be able to set up and create a calendar utilizing Adobe InDesign. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in, we're going to make a new document, and sorry about that pop-up window, let's get that out of the way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start and entitle this calendar and use your initials, as my first name is Alan, hence the A, the last name Kate's, hence the K, so calendar AK. What's going to happen is that our directions tell us to be able to have something that is 11 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. By default, this is set to the portrait orientation. All I'm going to do is click on landscape, and then I now have an 11 by 8.5. My computer is set up currently to have 2 pages by default when it starts, and what you're going to need is a grand total of 25 pages. We're going to make sure that the facing pages selection is not active. If it is active, you'll notice that there is a check mark. Please make sure that that check mark is not being utilized. Your margins, according to the assignment sheet, should be at 1/2 inch, which is 0.5, and you're going to hit create. As soon as my computer catches up with me, I'm just going to minimize my pages, and what is going to happen is that your first page would have a picture. So I just put a picture box to represent that that picture would eventually be placed. It tells me that I need to be able to have a title on here, so it would be the year of this and what it is. So if I wanted to do a Western theme, it would be my 2018 or 2019 Western calendar. Page number 2 is going to have a picture on it. There will be samples in your Google Classroom that you can be able to see. So page 1 and 2 will definitely have pictures. Page number 3 is going to have the actual month on it. What you're going to do is you're going to create a text box like so. And I'm going to come in here, and instead of worrying about the actual month, I'm just going to use the word month. I get it exactly how I want it to be. What's going to happen is that underneath this, we are going to be creating a table. So table and insert table. We are told in our directions that we want to be able to have body rows of 7 and columns of 7. I'm not going to use a header row or a footer row in this. Before I do anything, I'm going to click on the bottom. I'm going to stretch it all the way to the bottom of the margin. This one column is actually bigger than the other ones. I'm going to highlight just one section of it, and I'm going to be able to click, and I'm going to distribute my rows evenly. There I go. I now have the same height for each row. Now, what happens is that you're going to be able to type, there's first day of the week, second. Make sure that you are able to spell. Don't spell like I do. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and last but not least, Saturday. You can be able to manipulate your type. You can get it however you want it to be. If you don't want this box to be as tall as the other ones, you can shorten it. But do bring this back down and be able to make sure that the rest of your rows are distributed evenly. Now, we're in the month of March 2018. And if I were to look, I know today happens to be the 9th of March, the 8th, the 7th, the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd, and the 1st. That I know. Now I can move forward, and I type in the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You just continue to move in that forward direction until you have all of the dates associated with this. And I'm able to move between the cells by just hitting the tab key. Makes it kind of quick easy and user-friendly. Now, because I'm not that intelligent, I don't remember if there are typically 30 or 31 days in the month of March. I do indeed believe it's 31, but I don't want my calendar to be wrong. So outside of here, I'm looking at my phone and it tells me that March has 31 days. It's essential to know that. So here, this really is March 2018. That's my table associated with it. You want to be able to add a picture to your table. What I just was doing was I can select a particular cell. From there, I can go up to the table and I can convert that to a graphic cell. Now it has a text box in it, just like you would in any other form. Go out and I can find a picture to be able to put in there. And here is a picture to be able to go. So what I did was I selected a cell. The cell can't have any information in it. So here I have two cells selected, and I just went up to the table menu and I convert it to a graphic cell, and there it is. If I try to do that up here where I already have dates in it, when I go to table, notice that convert to a graphic cell is not an option. If I wanted to add a picture to one of these days, what I would have to do is come in, make a box like you typically would, and then be able to go up to File and Place and be able to put in that given picture accordingly. And then go up to the Object menu, scroll down to Fitting, and tell it to fit my content proportionately, and then position that wherever I might like it to be, so that with luck it is out of the way of the dates and you're able to see it. But I also don't want it to cut off my bottom line, so it really is going to take a little bit of time and practice to get used to this. If you have questions, make sure to ask, but then you would be doing the same item, being able to set up tables on every odd page throughout. This is an even page, and this would be another picture. Then you'd repeat the process of setting up a table here on this page. You're going to set up 12 tables. You're going to get good at being able to use tables and get everything laid out. Once again, if you have questions, make sure to ask. Thank you.